Hello! We are at a car museum today, the Motor Car Museum of Japan in Komatsu. Really nice building, as you can see behind me. Very cool. There's already a few cars outside, so let's have a look at those and then we'll head out, or head on, inside and yeah, get started. Right, off the bat we have a Toyota Land Cruiser. Very nice, a diesel 1984. Really nice, considering it's kept outside by the looks of it. It's really good condition. Really nice. Let's have a look inside. Not sure if you can see that how well. Kind of, you can get the gist of it. Really clean in there. Very cool. A lot smaller than you'd think they are. Interesting, it's got a pintle on there. Very cool. It's got a nice winch on there, which I'm going to take a guess, yeah, is a PTO winch. So that's cool. You have plenty of power on that. Lovely. Now these are definitely a bit of me. It looks like a Unimog next to a Zetros Mercedes, of course. This thing is huge and it looks absolutely amazing. It's beefy, look how big. To give you a gauge of how big this thing is, top of the wheel arch is probably in line with my shoulder. It looks amazing. Definitely, if I won the lottery, I would be buying myself one of them. Not sure what I'd do with it, but I would get it nonetheless to do something with. And the slightly smaller, although not really that much smaller, Unimog, looks like that one has a hydraulic winch on that, which is quite cool. Very cool. I like the spare wheel slung up under there. And then a G-Class. Slightly different to the G-Class people are talking about nowadays. This is definitely kind of the origin of the G-Class, these kind of things. Interesting kind of rub bars down the side here. Nice basic interior. Now here's an interesting car, an Isuzu 1800 GT Bellet, I'm going to go with. Quite interesting. Quite cool looking car actually. Quite like this. Quite like the half filled or quarter filled arches at the back. That's quite cool. Nice rear end on it, centre exit dual exhaust is cool. Not sure what year this is. Nice huge Continental in comparison to that Isuzu we just looked at. This thing is so long. I like the colour though. But yeah, once you stand at the front there, you realise how long this car actually is. It's gigantic. What do they do with all that space? I know they have big engines, but they can't take all of this bonnet, can they? They must finish about halfway. Crazy. Let's go inside. Of course, joined with Violet and Karin. Looks like an old train station or something. Before we get to the cars, this whole interior of this building looks really kind of classic looking, really cool. So the lady said to head up to the third floor first.
Yeah.
I quite like these lamps in here. Quite cool. Can't say I've ever heard of these cars. Zagato? Interesting. Zagato Gavia, 1993 maybe? Very cool. And a Stelvio. I do like these kind of wings. Now I see that one said Ortec on it, which I know is part of the Nissan kind of tuning and decorative, I guess a little bit like A little bit like Alpina, I believe. But I couldn't help but notice, are those either 32 GTR lights or S chassis lights? Maybe. Interesting nonetheless. Looks like quite good performance. Yeah, looking at that, look, VG30 Det, that's definitely a Nissan engine, same as this VG30 Det. Okay, so they are some kind of Nissan Italian collaborative thing. And Nissan Gloria, very good condition. And a Nissan Leopard V6 Turbo Grand Edition. Do like the wing mirrors, proper wing mirrors on there, very cool. And a Bluebird Maxima. Interesting, a police open top crown. You can see the police lamp on the top there. Royal Saloon, there it is in action. I can't believe police rocking around in a open top convertible. That's quite interesting. 300ZX. ABS wheels look really good. And Brembo brakes. I'm gonna say maybe Project Mu discs. Garo seat. That's got quite a few little modifications on this. I wonder if it doesn't say anything specific about this model, but looks quite good. And Cosmo 20B. So this is the triple rotor one. Paintwork on this is very shiny. It's a shame you can't get in there a little bit closer to have a better look at the cars. There's so many cars in here, I'm going to be forever going backwards and forwards, I think. A Datsun Bluebird SSSL or EL 1980 and a Toyota Sora 81. Supra? Is that a Supra? Mark III Supra 1988, this one. Looks good. And the Prelude next to it. Quite like these Preludes. And a Savannah RX-7 Mazda. Next to an FC. Next to an FD. All three there. Very cool. A 180. GTO. Starion. And an MR2 on the end there. Supercharged one. I didn't know they did a supercharged version of this. That's quite cool. Quite like this colour as well. Not the two twin colour. Very nice indeed. The Nissan Powell Canada stock with a Figaro next to it. Serra, Toyota Serra. Interestingly, these have kind of a, I'm not sure how you'd call that, but the door that kind of actually opens out the roof as well with you, kind of like these half windows. Very interesting design choice there. Onto a Prelude 81 model, Toyota Starlet, Daihatsu Charade Diesel Turbo. Now that's quite a cool little box car, that. Very nice. Onto a Starlet Turbo S, March Super Turbo, or Super Turbo in the description there. Love these Super Turbos. I'd like to get me one day. Turbo. Suzuki Mighty Boy. A Mighty Boy. That's cool. I like that. It is actually badged as a Mighty Boy. And the Pope's car, or also known as a Nissan S-Cargo. Looks like maybe an original Jimny, 1971. Tiny thing. Interesting tyre choice. They're very kind of military-esque tyres on them. Big old blocks. probably not much good in the on the road. Now a Jeep, but this Jeep is manufactured by Mitsubishi. I believe Mitsubishi did produce a Jeep for a period of time next to a Willys Jeep, which is also a Mitsubishi one. Looks like maybe another, I'm going to go with Jimny at the back there. A Gaz, interesting. They've got a wide range of cars here. Interesting. A Beijing BJ212. Ah, yes, this is definitely me. Series 2, yeah, Series 2. Station wagon, Land Rover. Lovely. Good choice of colour as well. Do like that colour. Definitely a big Land Rover fan myself. Has the safari top there as well. And another Mitsubishi Jeep with a Nissan Patrol fire truck or fire hose reel thing. They've got huge. Now, basically, I've just walked from the lift over there, down that edge there, up along here. Yet we've got all these other cars, as far as the eye can see, to get through, and another 2 floors. So, yeah, I guess we better crack on maybe. Ferrari 308 GT4, Silvia 1600, very different to the S chassis we're used to. Imagine seeing one of these go drifting. Fair Lady Z432 PS30. Definitely a bit of me in this. Another Fair Lady 280Z. Honda S600. Daihatsu Compagno Spider. Jensen Healy. Nice British car there. Sunbeam Alpine. And an Alpha Spider 1750. It's cool, they also have these kind of box model kits. Lots to see. Some paperwork and some maybe manuals or marketing brochures. We have the AutoZam. Amazing little cars these. So cool what they did with the styling on these. Very clean and tidy. And cappuccinos. Again, another cool K. Another Cosmo L Limited. I wonder if that had the rotary engine in it. Yeah, I'm gonna guess it has. Yeah, 2 rotor engine it by the looks of it. A Capella rotary coupe GS. Again, another 2 rotor in there. A Portavan Deluxe Mazda. And a Mazda B360. Very cool little pickup. Triumph Spitfire. Another couple of English cars down here. A Lotus Europa. Triumph TR4. Triumph 2000 Roadster. Panther J72. Definitely got to be in the Mazda section here. Mazdas as far as the eye can see. The girls. Looks like a rotary of some kind. How are we doing?
Yeah. We can check us.
No, she just wants to etch a sketch. So this row of cars are Hino. I don't know too much about Hino, other than I know that nowadays I believe they perhaps just make industrial kind of commercial trucks. But it looks like at some point they did make cars. They all seem to have, I know these are all the same car, Contessa. A 900DX, 1300 Coupe, a 1300S, and a 1300 Mark II prototype. Some Isuzu cars, again something you don't really see a lot of now. I think Isuzu have probably gone mainly into the commercial side of things, or industrial kind of things. Certainly I've not seen any Isuzu cars, only the Isuzu Trooper and the pickup. I can't remember the name of it. It looks like at one point they did in fact make some cars. A diesel engine type DL201 Isuzu. It's interesting that they've done all the cutaway. Very cool, you can kind of see the valves and the pistons sat in the middle there. Some MGs, an MG 1.25 litre, an MG Midget Mark II, and an MG Magnet. Interestingly, they have a lot of these three-wheeler from various manufacturers. They're quite big actually. They're almost really the size of a car. Certainly the size of that front wheel is the size of a car's front wheel of the period. Interesting they went with that design. Not sure what the reasoning behind it was. Open top one there. Interesting suspension on the front there. Not sure how comfortable that would be in real life. I mean this Mazda look has a leaf spring for the front suspension. Yeah, I'm not sure how long you'd want to be riding on that. Daihatsu 3-wheeler MP. Subaru Sambar fire truck. Nice little seat there on the back. Subaru Rex. Subaru R2. Another Sambar light van. Now I'd never seen this Isuzu before, but it is the Piazza Umscher, however you want to say it, which I'm pretty sure at one point did have a pedaling with Vauxhall, I'm not saying. But the silhouette of this car is actually really cool. Almost kind of an 8.6 kind of box, or an S12 I'd go with actually. But yeah, quite nice. Never seen that before. This is Isuzu, the Gemini Umscher R. Interesting, it has that little bonnet scoop there, kind of almost Nakaduct-esque. Does have Recaro seats in there. Yeah, interesting cars. An interesting hydrogen fueled vehicle here. Not entirely sure what it is. Datsun some kind. Interesting body aero on there. Engine looks well, interesting. And then we have a GM Opel, a Vauxhall Severa for us British people. Hydrogen engine, very interesting. Looks like Violet is off for a walk. I think she just got scared by the escalator starting up. And they're off. Just noticed on this Zagato Gavia, actually, and on this Stelvio, interesting, they have a brake kind of Nakaduct on these wheel covers. That's interesting, I've never seen that kind of styling before. I'm pretty sure as well this is a Nissan indicator as well. 100% sure of that. I'm not overly au fait with motorcycles, but we have a few here, a few old ones.